Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Star Trek Online. And this is our new ship, the USS Lord Charles, a Sao Paulo class. Oh god. And a massive Odyssey class right here. Oh, well, more specifically, Yorktown class. I think I prefer the design of the Yorktown class over the Odyssey. Oh god. Well, one of Seekers. Ah, Nebula class. And there's the Kirk class. Anyways, let's get back into the story, shall we? Now let me make sure everything's going alright. Looks to be going okay. Um, right. Delta Quadrant. Where was I? Yes, enemies in all the usual places. Oh, wait a minute. I kinda forgot I did something. Wait, what? There we go. That's a bit weird. Audio.
Not all the experiences of the USS Voyager crew in the Delta Quadrant were positive. Captain Janeway made some tough decisions to get her crew home. And more than one species felt like they'd had a run-in with a supernova after she'd been through their space. These ill feelings have festered for decades, and they haven't aged well. We need to do what we can to assuage them.
That's not what that said, but oh well. There is going to be an update to this tomorrow. For what? I'm not entirely sure. Also, where's my thing? Game. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do this the long way. Oh, now it shows up. Yeah, so I guess I can't do that when I'm doing a patrol mission. So yeah, I got like several ships and brought them up to Mastery 5. Duration of Scatter Volley. Well, I don't have a Scatter Volley, unfortunately. I have Rapid Fire. What is this? Overpowered and overgunned. Activating beam or cannon weapon firing modes improves weapon's haste. Duration increase with the global critical strike chance. And then the plotter. Which, really, there's only one time I need the shuttle. Well, a couple times if I do like a TFO, but there's just absolutely no need for the shuttle unless you do the vault mission again. Or if you that's here. I don't know how much they changed of the second wave. The title for this is different though. I don't know if that's means they fixed everything or not. There's a mission for like the second wave bit for the Dominion. That, always kept crashing the game on me. Because there's a point where you have to be in a shuttle while the fleet distracts the Dominion. We have to go up to DS9, scramble its sensors, and then go through the wormhole to contact the Dominion. And then we meet a Ferengi who tries to kill us, and then we meet Wei Yun. Well, it wasn't always Wei Yun, it was somebody else before. But they brought him back. And yeah, yeah, whenever we go to the Gamma quadrant, that's where the game would crash. Delta quadrant, please. Thank you. Oh, just right over here. Turn. There we go. Oh yeah, I also opened a whole bunch of...
It seemed unlikely that anyone would detect our distress signal, let alone respond to the call. Thank you for that.
What I was going to say was I ended up opening a whole bunch of lock boxes and got a whole bunch of stuff. I even got a ship from the is it this one? Yeah, the Unlikely Allies. I got the what was it called again? I want to say a Corsair thing, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Did these tell me? It says Sung and Water. Oh, Courier. That's what it was. Yes. What happened here, Captain?
Hostiles dropped out of warp and attacked without warning. Their ships were fast and powerful, far beyond our capabilities. They disabled us and left shortly thereafter. Curiously, one of them communicated to us. He said scavengers would come to pick apart our ships. As we are defenseless, that was an unsettling statement. Can you help us?
We'll do what we can to help, Captain. Lord Charles out.
This is Cooperative Cube 1138. We are here to help.
Oh, that's convenient. Sir, the ship's warp core is close to a breach, and an explosion is imminent. I'm not sure we can beam all the crew off in time. Divert power from the shields to the transporters. Grab all that you can.
They're where we left them, but they have friends. Kill them!
And here I thought it was the Vaughn War. Nope, it's the Vaughn.
Thank you for coming. Our situation is quite dire. Life support is failing ship-wide, and so is artificial gravity. We're unable to conduct repairs at this time. Can you provide assistance?
Let's get your life support fixed. With that done, your crew should be able to handle everything else.
Thank you. We'll make our way to a base to complete repairs.
Clean up this techno-organic trash. Open fire.
No, leave them alone. Oh, right. No, you don't. No, they died. Oh, God. Okay. This ship's been inundated with radiogenic particles, possibly from passing too close to a dark matter cluster. It's overcharging their warp core and irradiating the crew. Modify a probe to generate a dampening field. We will evacuate while there's a gap in the radiogenic phase variance. That was weird. The probe was following my ship around.
Ah, the Borg had found some resistance. How quaint.
How dare you still have shields in your cloak? The audio is going a bit weird there. I'm apparently attacking your ship through the cube. You put your thing on the wrong side, you idiot. There's a repair thing, isn't there?
The price for your interference is your lives. Die.
Can you stop slowing me down?
tracking a large force incoming. Preparing defense stations.
Where are you going?
Have our thanks. Were it not for you and your crew, none of us would have survived.
Let us know if you hear rumors of any further Voth advances or attacks. Admiral, the rescue ship from the Cooperative has taken the injured and rescued crew aboard. Good to know. And they're just flying through asteroids.
The doctor is asking for assistance with a situation in the Shenda system. I'd like you to lend a hand.
Of course.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Already doing it, Admiral. Now, let's go. Transwarp 12. I do slightly feel like I need to lower the volume a bit or something. I don't know. So I was looking at the Final Fantasy 15 video I did, and my God, my audio for it is way louder than any other game I did. Like, I've never had my voice that loud before in one of my videos. And I don't know how I managed that. I don't know if it was because I was using an a port here where it gives me more USB slots, since I'm using a laptop and I only get a limited amount of USB slots. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with it. Oh, so for future videos, I was if I do start up Dishonored 2 again, I'm probably gonna have to start over on it because I do not remember how to play that at all. And honestly, it's been so long since I played that. It would probably be alright to replay it to start over again. Bioshock Infinite, continue, but I don't think I'll restart Bioshock Infinite. We have arrived in the Shenda system, Captain. The distress signal is coming from the transport dead ahead, but we're receiving no response to our hails. I'll keep trying, but perhaps our guest knows more. The emergency medical hologram, known as the Doctor, is in a nearby shuttle and awaiting our hail. Well then, take us to the Doctor's shuttle.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
Nice to meet you too, Doctor.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from Paranesti measles. I can treat it easily, if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager.
Prepare for transport, then.
Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh no! Oh wait, I'm in combat! Okay, I didn't realize that. Where is he? There he is. And that's why I got a pilot ship. No, keep that away from me, please.
Hold your fire. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaudois.
I thought you said to hold your fire. Why are they shooting at me? Blah, 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 blah.
Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaudois supremacy. I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized.
I am Admiral Venitra of the Lord Charles.
I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some
conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
Yes, but I found such talks are best on neutral grounds.
That is understandable. Do you have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
I might know a place. I will be back with you in a moment.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Hello, Neelix. We need a neutral place for diplomatic negotiation with the Vaadwaur, and I was wondering if you could help.
Diplomatic negotiations? I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intaba system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews, and the Kazon have been leaving it alone. It would be perfect.
Thank you. Your assistance is greatly appreciated.
Well, did you find a suitable location for our meeting?
There's an asteroid base in the Intaba system that the Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. The site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
Coordinates sent. We'll talk there.
I'm contacting the closest medical ship. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gaul.
Excellent idea, Doctor. Oh, and that should be them. Yep, there they are. The Blackwell. Sir, we have arrived in the Intaba system. Gaul's ship is already here and he has transported down to the base.
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gaul. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
It's good to see you again so soon. If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gaul brought 4 aides. You'll have the doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might look like you're trying to get an advantage on him. Gaul seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important. Are you ready to beam down? It's so good to see... Doctor, it's been 30 years! You haven't aged a day!
Yes. It's good to see you too, Neelix.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaadwaur a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Neelix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaadwaur here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove, conclusively. Thus, I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Oh, well, Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, The Vardwar have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later. Do you remember Chef Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the Vardwar their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gaul is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gaul is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
Thank you, Neelix. Let's go speak with Gaul. Oh, looks really empty in here. That looks like people just popping out of nowhere. Nope, and Neelix just dropping in.
Ah, at last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
Indeed. It's time to settle our differences.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Kabali, and with you, giving your alliances support for them.
Then let's try to find an accord that benefits us both.
Do you know why we fight the Kabali? Their world was once a Vadwar colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Kabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
They won't return the remaining tubes?
The Kabali would rather watch us die and use our corpses as fuel for their unnatural corruption. Is it wrong to fight against your own extinction? Don't we have a right to survive as well?
There must be a way we can end this peacefully. This war will scar the Quadrant for decades to come.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No, we will not.
No, but destroying the Kabali isn't right either. There are greater threats in the galaxy we must face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Kabali and support us, and we will be your strongest ally in the Quadrant.
I'm not here to start a war with the Kabali.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vadwar. You need to understand.
What do you mean?
The Vadwar have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No, it makes me sad. For Jolax. And for you.
Then we are not done.
What the? Huh? Oh no.
Thinking about it, there was a time when Neelix was angry once. When Voyager came into contact with one of his race's enemies, that created like a bioweapon that vaporized a whole bunch almost everyone on Talaxia, I guess. can't remember the full story, but the doctor felt so bad about it, he tried to change everything before he died. He wanted to bring the Talaxians back, but was unsuccessful. Anyways, I'm gonna be trying a Diet Coke. I don't normally drink diet sodas, but I feel like I should start trying. Taste is still very strange. Huh. Anyways. Admiral, the entire Vaudwar fleet is opening fire on the remaining Talaxian ships. We sent out a distress signal to every ship in range. We'll do what we can to protect the Talaxians, but we can't hold out against against this many ships. What happened? That's horrible. Do you think Gaul had any intention of negotiating in good faith, or was this all an act? We're giving the Talaxians all the time we can to escape. But it's not looking good up here, sir. Some of the Vaudwar have already broken off to pursue them. Your orders. I need a scan of the base. Are any Talaxians left alive? Scans show 2 large groups of Talaxians in the storage room and the logistics area. They have the doors blocked, but there are Vaudwar trying to get in at both locations. It doesn't look good. I'm afraid you will only have time to rescue 1 group. Good luck, sir. Do your best to save the Talaxians. No matter what, Starfleet will not let more innocents die today.
Time only to save 1 group? I do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
Very well. Make sure to get Neelix.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaudwar kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Stay close to me, Neelix, and I'll ensure your safety. Oh, God.
How do we choose who to save?
Simple. Just don't think about it and choose a door.
We've saved the hostages, but they may be safer here. What about the people in logistics?
We should check to see if any of the Talaxians survived.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
Hi, Neelix.
They are beyond my help now, Neelix. I'm sorry.
Then we can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
Actually, they're fine. Their health bars are completely full. I wonder if there was a problem at one point where Neelix just kept getting stuck somewhere. So they have to port him so he's like right on top of you. Like, really, this is just personal space, please. You're too close. Leave our people alone!
I've sent a signal to the remaining Talaxians to join us here as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's a good tardigrade. You ate that Vaadwaur up.
More Vaadwaur on the way! Defend the shuttle!
Sid, come on.
More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried. A large number of Vaadwaur are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
The Teray are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
That's timely. Here come the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur have been repelled. I would have words with you before you continue. Our help does not mean we are now allies. We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaadwaur fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We will provide cover for your ship so it may drop shields to transport you.
We appreciate the help, Commander. The Lord Charles is ready to transport us, Admiral. Are you ready? Get me out of here!
I knew this meeting was a farce. The word Vaadwaur means fool in ancient Talaxian. Did you know that? You thought me a fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Teray. I am not.
You're the one who did this, Gaul, not me.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
We did everything we could to make peace with you, Gaul. You're the one who destroyed it. Whoa, what the fuck? That's weird. Oi, let go of me. What the? Really?
Voyager is here. We will not allow the bodyguard to escape.
You came to our aid when the Vaadwaur attacked our homeworld. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps we can be allies someday.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We'd done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous.
I am so sorry, Neelix.
I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaudois come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaudois could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot, or wanted to forget, how evil they could be.
Neelix, I promise you that Gaul will face justice for what he's done.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Farewell, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaudois to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gaul wanted to perform, from the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. And then, he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
Let us hope it does not come to that, Doctor.
Gaul has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaudois. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict ends.
We had to try, Admiral.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gaul will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again. Perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Permission granted. Farewell, Doctor. It has been an honor.
Gaul betrayed my trust years ago when we first encountered the Vaudois. Time hasn't made him any less treacherous or dangerous. He's a warmonger and must be stopped. There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
I am a science officer. What are you doing? Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, next episode. No voice, I guess. The Vaudois have increased their efforts to control the Delta Quadrant. We're going to have to work fast if we want to keep them in check. We've marked several systems that have had particularly high activity in them of late. We'll need you to patrol those systems and give aid to whomever you find. Hopefully we can gain more allies and find out what exactly the Vaudoir are planning. So we'll start over here.
It is good to see you, but I do not believe we require assistance. Our sensors have detected several containers of restricted substances on this vessel. My agents will board the ship, confiscate the contraband, and detain any involved parties. The case is clear, and the matter is settled.
Understood. The Lord Charles will make...
Oh, please, you have to help me. I was framed. I bought these goods from a Ferengi merchant. Quinn was his name. He gave me a great price. I'll gladly hand the items over. Just don't arrest me. I'm begging you.
They are certainly making this interesting. Yellow alert!
Stay out of our way! We're here for the goods on that ship. Our contract doesn't prohibit the use of violence, so give us the containers and everyone lives to see tomorrow.
Open the channel to the Benthans. Perhaps we can work something out.
You are hereby deputized to assist the Benthan Authority with this issue. You will help us to bring these criminals to justice. Arm your weapons and commence your attack.
The Hazari are claiming they have a contract to obtain the cargo.
The Hazari claims on the contraband are irrelevant. The laws on trafficking in this sector of space are clear. They are fortunate we did not find them in possession of the cargo already. Wishing to possess contraband isn't a crime. The Hazari are free to go, but if they interfere in our lawful duties, we are authorized to respond with appropriate force.
The Lord Charles will ready to assist you. Oh dear. Mines! Where are they? Oh, there they are. You call this law? Wow, 2 tractor beams and some mines. Lovely. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh god. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Crap. I saw that coming.
Thank you. We will take this criminal back to Benthos for questioning. Once we have him squared away, we shall pursue the Ferengi. Good luck. You have our support.
I appreciate it. Okay, next up, Nular.
Good to see you. Let's get to work. The Malon once used this system as a dump site. However, the radiation levels have been dropping. We investigated and found that the Vaudoir had chased the Malon away. Our intelligence indicates the Vaudoir are expecting us to deploy surveillance beacons into the area, which is why we have done just that.
Go on.
We've learned they plan to ambush us when we retrieve the data from the beacons. When that happens, they'll go from hunter to prey. The beacons are now, in essence, Vaudoir bait.
What's your plan?
We will counterattack the Vaudoir, disable one of their ships, and recover the intel data from their systems. We will then analyze the data to determine their recent movements and objectives.
What are you looking for?
We want to locate one of their main bases. So far, we've had little luck in finding where they hole up when they're not on the attack. This should change that. Time's a factor here. Let's get to work and scan the beacons. We wouldn't want to disappoint the Vaudoir, now would we?
Helm, set a course for the first beacon.
Coming here was foolish. Now suffer the fate of all fools.
The ship is disabled. Time to acquire their data. We have the data. And company. Angry company.
Wait, are my torpedoes coming back at me? Oh, that's weird.
The legendary Vaudoir paranoia. We should expect heightened resistance as we move forward.
Did you find what you needed?
Initial analysis of the data we acquired from them isn't turning up much. I'm afraid we caught a small fish this time. Let's continue, shall we? I look forward to seeing what swims up to nibble at our bait next time.
Indeed. Helm, take us to the next beacon.
You're not leaving here alive.
Holy cow, there's three of me. Oh god.
Excellent work. Let's see what's in this ship's database. Another successful day at the pond. Let's see what secrets our latest catch has to share with us.
Standing by.
Ah, our fish has swum through many waters indeed. I think we have something here. The ship's been to a couple of systems often. One system comes up more than the other. That's probably where their base is. but we need to be sure. I'm afraid we need to do some more fishing.
Understood. Let's head to the next beacon. Just gonna leave them there. Guess so.
Fire at will! Destroy the intruders!
Should be the last ship we need to scan.
Destroy them! Open fire! All weapons! Tolerate your kind. You pay for being here with your lives.
It appears the Vaadwaur aren't amused by our angling efforts. We may be wearing out our welcome here.
Did you find what you needed?
I'm afraid not. This vessel was assigned a patrol in another sector, and came in response to a distress beacon from earlier. It hasn't been to either of the systems we're looking at as a potential base location. It's risky, but I'm willing to cast my line one more time. Will you join me?
I think it's worth the risk. Let's go to the final beacon.
There's no time for formalities. A large Vaadwaur strike force is en route to this position at high warp. I doubt they're coming to exchange pleasantries.
Yes, Commander, we're expecting them.
Expecting? We'll continue this conversation soon. For the moment, I suggest you prepare for the fight of your life.
Acknowledged, Commander. Lord Charles out.
Your time has passed. The Delta Quadrant is ours.
Hello there. What are you doing back there?
Only a few Vodwar remain. Let's do what must be done here.
Oh, hello there, Lisette. Appearing right in front of me.
Now then, let's discuss what's going on here. Judging by the company you're keeping, I'd guess it involves some unorthodox operations. What mischief has Sub-Commander Sahen dragged you into? And how can I extract you from it?
We were looking for...
Ah, Commander Jirok. So glad you could join our little fishing trip today. Our mischief is an operation aimed at discovering the location of a hidden Vodwar base. We were hoping to glean that data from one of the Vodwar ships we lured here. But, as you can see, they were quite indisposed. Permanently so, in point of fact.
We've narrowed our search down to 2 systems.
I see. Vodwar activity in this region is a growing concern. Finding this base is a worthy objective. How can I be of assistance?
Join the search. Investigate one of the locations we've discovered.
Very well. We'll set course for the first location on your list.
Good hunting, Commander.
Don't mind Commander Jirok. She and I have a personal disagreement from another lifetime. Not the cleanest ending to this operation, but Jirok can see what the Vodwar are up to in one system, while I take a look at the other.
Seems likely one of you will find something.
Yes. Well, between us, I hope she finds nothing but an old, toothless Vodwar merchant selling fat tribbles and fake Tranya.
Best of luck with that.
I'll take all the luck I can get. Comes in handy in my line of work. Thanks again for your help. Perhaps you and I can go fishing again sometime. Until then, may the elements watch over you.
I am Logan Curtis of the Borg Cooperative. My vessel has taken heavy damage in battle, and several critical systems are on the verge of failure. Any assistance you can provide will be greatly appreciated. I realize you may not have reason to trust us, but I assure you, we are not your enemy. Assimilation is not our goal.
Helm, plot a course for the cooperative ship.
Thank you for the aid. The Cooperative has tried to seek peace with Species 6339, but to no effect. They do not see that although we are Borg, we are free of the Collective's influence, and wish no harm to others.
What happened here?
Species 6339 ambushed us in this system. My vessel was equipped to deal with such a threat, but then the Vaadwaur happened upon our conflict, and the Vaadwaur see everyone as a target. They open fire on all of us. Now there are damaged ships on both sides. We would aid Species 6339 and show them we are not their enemy. But we will need your help.
You'll have it, Lord Charles. Out.
We shall follow your lead.
Stay away from us. I want nothing to do with Borg collaborators. If you want to help, destroy those drones. If you're not willing to do that, then go and leave us in peace. We will do what must be done.
The Cooperative are here to help. They wish to negotiate a truce.
Peace? Our species was nearly wiped out by the Borg, and now they seek peace? There is no peace with a drone. The will of the Collective remains in all of them, even if they claim to be free of it. Destroy them, and then we will talk to you about peace.
That's not going to happen. We're interested in peace between all parties here.
Incoming Vaadwaur! More Vaadwaur are warping to our location.
Oh, come on. Ow.
Saved us? You and the Cooperative helped us? Perhaps we were wrong. If the Cooperative is willing to fight against such odds. The Borg brought my people to the brink of extinction. Now the Vaadwaur are determined to finish us. If the Cooperative wants to unite against them, then our survival is more important than the past.
I'm glad we have come to an agreement. What else do you need from us?
We will require your assistance to recover our other ships in the area. Then we can make a stand against the Vaadwaur.
We'll do what we can. So, old Cooperative.
We shall follow you to recover our allies.
God damn it. I hate these things. Oh my god, I got caught in one again. Can you please die? Thank you. I don't think they even hit anyone.
Thank you for the unexpected aid. Thank you for your assistance. We need to recover one more ship. It should be close.
Oops.
It's a
Movie
trap.
best there.
The Vaudouar will be here at any moment. You must retreat.
Retreat is not an option.
The Cooperative will not leave you defenseless.
God damn it. Oh, at least it's a ship this time.
few Vodwar left. Let's finish this.
Yeah, there's even more over here.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
Thank you for your assistance. It will take some work, but my people must see that these Borg were victims of the Collective, just as we were. If we hope to have any chance of rebuilding the Octanti civilization, we will need allies. And those alliances can only flourish once the Vodwar are defeated.
Starfleet and the Cooperative will be ready to help.
I believe we have taken an important step toward a truce with Species 6-3... with the Octanti. I think we have more in common than we realize. I'm not reading any Vodwar craft on sensors. We'll handle things from here. Thank you once again for your assistance. The Cooperative will remember your goodwill, and I suspect the Octanti will as well.
I wonder. Okay. Missions. Kobali Front.
The Vodwar are invading the Kobali homeworld, and I'm not inclined to let them succeed. Go to Kobali Prime and do what you can to stop the invasion. There's something interesting I'd like you...
Yeah, there's the Kabali system.
Hello, I'm Captain Harry Kim, Starfleet's military liaison to Kabali Prime. The Vaadwaur have been assaulting the Kabali homeworld for months now. The Kabali are near a breaking point. They're not trained for war, not like the Vaadwaur. The Alliance is here to stop the Vaadwaur and help the Kabali reclaim their home. You and several others will be leading our forces here. I'll be doing some investigations to help support the effort. Good luck.
All right. I cannot tell you how good it is to have you here, Admiral. Our people have been bombarded by the Vaadwaur for months. We cannot take much more of this. Before you go out to the field, I would ask your help within the city. Morale is at an all-time low, and our people could use a boost. Four-part episode is composed of the cavalry, the sun, the temple, my people, and data recovery.
We've been fighting this war for nearly a year now, and it's taking a toll on our troops. We are a peaceful people. This is the first time my soldiers have been exposed to death and destruction on this scale. They're demoralized and depressed. I'm concerned about the long-term effects on their mental health. You have more experience than we do in battle. It would help if you could speak to our soldiers and share your insights. Please stop by the med bay. Some of the wounded there have asked to meet you.
Okay. I was thinking of something and my brain just decided to, like, bleh. Gone. So, before we do the Iconian War stuff, I want to do some of the other stuff here, like the Spectres. And I don't know if it'll work or not, but Lost Dominion is also something I want to do. And I think that would be it of those. Oh, I guess there's this one. Yeah, the Nukara system. I forgot about that. It's like I'm back on Balmora.
The Vaadwaur just do whatever they want. They want our home. They want our future. We can't keep going like this.
We'll have peace again soon, I promise.
You're from the Alpha Quadrant. We've been fighting for so long. I don't know how much longer I can do it.
This war is going to end soon.
Please, Stop the Vaadwaur. They want to take everything from us. Our temple, our home. I lived on the ships. I remember how hard our life was. The fear, the loneliness. We can't lose all we've built.
The Vaadwaur won't take anything else from you.
Thank you. It may not seem like much, but you've given those soldiers hope. We have several officers who were recently promoted, who might need some additional training, as well as several tasks that could use your presence. Would you mind taking one of them along to let him shadow you? There is so much we could learn from an experienced Starfleet officer.
Of course your officer can shadow me. What tasks do you, need to be done?
We have Vaadwaur weapons that are known to have properties hazardous to the Kabali. Could you scan the crates containing the weapons and determine what the chemical traces are? Nothing we have has been able to identify it. And I've been told you are quite skilled in this area.
I'll go find one of your, Tychons, and then check the Vaadwaur weapons for chemicals. Greetings, Admiral. One of our recently promoted officers is ready to shadow you. He's eager to see you in action and learn whatever he can. Are you ready? I'm ready. Call the captain out.
Reporting for duty, sir. It is a pleasure to watch you in action, sir. How interesting. I hadn't thought to calibrate our scanners to detect the chemicals in that frequency. Where did you learn how to do that?
Some time ago, I've had to deal with several foreign substances that were difficult to scan.
Interesting. I have so little experience out in the field. I've just been studying everything that I can. Sorry to interrupt. Let's continue.
Let's examine some more chemicals. Why are you just leaving these lying around all over the place?
This is Captain Kim. I found some information for you. Permission to speak freely.
Granted. What is it, Captain?
Something isn't right here. I've done some investigating, and I don't think the Kabali are being entirely truthful with us.
What have you found?
Not so much found as observed. The Vaadwaur clearly have superior firepower, tactics, and training, right? So why haven't they already wiped the Kabali out? They haven't hesitated to do so on other worlds. Sure, the Kabali have a shield around the capital, but they've been fighting the Vaadwaur for months now, and they're consistently losing troops and territory. I don't understand how the Vaadwaur haven't already taken the capital and finished this.
Unless the Vaadwaur's goal is not to take the city.
Exactly. There has to be some other objective for the Vaadwaur here, and we need to find out what it is. We have to help the Kabali, and we can't do it if we're blinded.
I want you to continue investigating this, while I help with the war efforts.
Understood. I won't let you down.
Excellent. I will return to the General and see what else is needed.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world. Thank you for your assistance. Your presence here means we're not fighting alone anymore. That's more important than you know. My son is in the trenches now, and he could use your... Wait, what's that?
What is it?
The Vadwar are at the gates. You have to help us. We can't stop until the Vadwar...
Nice. Oh, wait, what? Oh boy. Yeah, they could have taken the city. So what are they doing?
Kim here. Something definitely isn't right. The General is waiting for you. I'll keep trying to figure this out.
That was too close, Admiral. If you hadn't been here. Your stand against the Vadwar will give our people the motivation they need to keep fighting. And we have so much more to do. If the Vadwar made it this far, then I fear for my son in the trenches.
My son Jetanian is commanding our forces outside the city. The Vadwar should never have reached us without so much as a warning from him. Something must have happened. Here is his position in the field. Take the nearby transporter and make your way to his command post. He may need assistance.
The transporter pad is offline, sir. According to my scans, it was disabled very recently. It seems there is a problem in the trenches. It looks like we're taking the long way to see Commander Jetanian. It appears so. You'd better start walking to the city outskirts. My tardigrade still sitting there?
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help.
Hedgen, I have You're the general's son?
I am, although I understand your confusion. Cabali reproduce by reanimating corpses and then integrating them into our society. We're assigned to existing family groups who teach and care for us. My first life was a long one. I don't remember it, however. I am Cabali, and my father is a source of inspiration and wisdom for me.
Wait, what?
My people do not reproduce in what you would consider a normal fashion. Instead, we use a genetic virus to alter the DNA of corpses from other species, reanimating them and transforming them into Cabali. We call this process rebirth. The process takes several months. Afterward, a new Cabali is assigned to a family group who will help him or her adjust to our culture and learn our language. All memories of the Constaya or past life are left behind. It can be difficult to accept this new life, and my father was of great help to me during this time. Some Cabali cannot accept the change and flee to search for their former lives. In these cases, it's our duty to find these lost souls and help them return.
Why do you reproduce this way?
This is not something we normally discuss with outsiders. Suffice it to say, our ancestors experimented with forces they did not understand, and we were irrevocably changed by their folly. Faced with our own extinction, we found a way to survive. Now rebirth is the greatest gift we can give to the dead. Who wouldn't want a second chance at life?
I see. The general said you needed help.
Yes, we have two problems. Our transporters in our forward base have stopped working, and troop morale is low after the last attack. Could you give us a hand by getting more soldiers back into the fight? I'm still looking into the issue with the transporters.
I'll see what I can do for the soldiers. Get back into the fight.
Thank you. The soldiers have been beaten down so much I can barely keep them going. But they seem bolstered by the outside help. We still have no idea what's disrupting our transporters. Maybe you can find something on the Vaudoir or from any of their crates in that area.
I'll figure out how to get the transporter working. I'm not an engineer, but I'm sure I can science my way through this. Oh, wait, this is a mission thing? Here we go. What the? Ow! Another mission. According to this information, the Vaudoir have placed transport inhibitors in the area to block the Cabali advance. No orders? Send the data to the Lord Charles. We need a way to disable those inhibitors. Sending. One moment, sir. Done. The engineering team has found a wavelength our tricorders can emit to disable the inhibitors. We just need to get close enough to them to trigger it. Good work. Let's go disable the beacons. Ow. Activate transporter. Oh, okay.
Captain Kim here. I need to speak to you as soon as you return to the city. I've been noticing something strange. When I first met the Kibali, they didn't seem to be a particularly religious people. Lindsay, Jedliah I mean, certainly didn't say anything about it. However, now, almost every Kibali I've met follows one creed. And there's a temple located just beyond the trenches. I've tried to find out more about their practices, but they keep telling me it's forbidden to share them with outsiders.
Do you think this is a religious war?
Maybe. But I don't remember the Vodwar having a particular belief system either. This may not be much, but I'll continue my investigations. Maybe this one is a dead end.
Keep at it, Captain. I'm counting on your information. The Vodwar shut down the transporter? They're devious, aren't they? With the transporter operational, we can easily send supplies to our forward base. That will help. I'll let you know when we could use your aid again. But I'm sorry, I cannot answer any questions about our religion. Privacy is an essential part of our practice, and the temple is a sacred space. Our only Kibali are permitted to enter.
I'm sorry, but could you return later? I believe you need a break. You've already done so much for us. We couldn't possibly ask you for more. Thank you again.
What? What?
I've discovered a few interesting things that can help us with the Kibali. Do you have anything on your end?
Only that the General is acting odd. What do you have?
I've been thinking. Our only way to find out what the Kibali are hiding is through the Vodwar. We need to find out where they're focusing their attacks, and then why. That may be able to shed some light on the situation.
Do you know how the Vodwar communicate with one another in the field?
Yes. My crew was looking into why our signal jammers weren't working, and we found that the Vodwar have comm beacons in all of their camps that act as a miniature subspace array. They can't be jammed because they're shielded, and they provide all the Vodwar need for controlled, secure communications. Ingenious, really. I wonder if the Starfleet Corps of Engineers could whip up something like that for us. If B'Elanna were here, I'm sure she could. Anyway, if we could place a trace on one of the Vodwar beacons...
We'd have access to all their communications.
Exactly. Once we find out where the Vodwar plan to attack, we can reinforce the Kibali and find out what, if anything, they're hiding. There are 4 communications arrays in the trenches area. Planting a trace on each of them should allow the engineers on your ship to spy on the Vodwar.
I'll handle putting a trace on the communications array. What? Seriously? But did I really not? Come on. Oh, it did work. What? Okay. Where the fuck am I? Damn it. Stop. Stop trying to melee. Damn it, I didn't mean to attack them. We've received your data, sir. Give us a few moments to process it. We have the data, although the trace was cut short. The Vaadwaur must have discovered it. The Vaadwaur's tactical plan seemed to revolve around the temple, not the city itself. According to this, there is a large sealed door they have been unable to break through. Until now. They may be planning a large assault on the area soon. Thank you. Connect me to Captain Kim. He needs to hear about this.
Your timing is impeccable. A large squad of Hawk just left, but they wouldn't say where they were going. Did you find any information?
The Vaadwaur are after the Kabali temple, not the city.
The temple? That must be where the Kabali are going. We have to help the Kabali defend that temple. Afterwards, maybe we can see why it's so important to the Vaadwaur.
Agreed. I'll go to the temple and support the Kabali. Now to defend the temple. Maybe. If any Vaadwaur decide to show up. Oh. There's one. What? Okay. I had no idea what that was all about. Wow, easy.
The temple is secure and the doors to it are still open? This is our chance. Go ahead. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Understood. I'll be waiting for you inside of the Kabali temple.
Looks like we've made it to the lowest level of the temple. Let's see what's in there.
What was that? Oh. He's dead. Overwhelmed by Vaadwaur weapons. Oh.
Thank you. If you are here, then it means our secret is revealed. I am sorry, but we did what we needed to survive.
Do you know how to open this door?
Take this. It is the code to open the door. Please, do not judge our people too harshly. You would have done the same if you faced extinction.
We'll see.
That's a lot of stasis pods. Let's get a scan of these. We need to know more.
Scan of the stasis pod indicates that it contains Vaadwaur, but not a soldier. This temple was actually a massive storage chamber for the non-military Vaadwaur elite. Your scans indicate that the Kabali have been taking Vaadwaur from failed stasis tubes and converting them into Kabali. There were at least 300 tubes that have had their inhabitants taken and turned into Kabali over the past 10 years. However, many more tubes have been taken since the Kabali arrived on the planet. According to your scans, it is enough that a large portion of Kabali that you've met were probably once Vaadwaur in their previous lives. The pods that were emptied all show signs of an internal technical failure. No pods that are currently intact have been touched. Of the pods that failed, several of them were repaired and used to store bodies that the Kabali wish to use in the future.
I never imagined that we would find this. The Vaadwaur aren't fighting the Kabali over territory. They want their people back. This is why the Kabali stopped wandering. Everything they needed was here. It's not right. Some of the Vaadwaur in the stasis tubes could still be revived. The Vaadwaur are a dying race. Their methods may be extreme, but they're doing what they think they need to do to survive, just like the Kabali are.
We're not here to change the Kabali culture. We're here to protect them from the Vaadwaur.
But their culture is directly interfering with that of the Vaadwaurs. Is that right? Just because we like one side better doesn't mean they're the ones who get to survive. Regardless, we need to take this information to the General and get him to explain why they hid this from us. If the Kabali had been upfront with this from the start, we could have figured out a better solution for this.
I agree. Let's go meet with the General.
You've both returned.
General, we know about the temple. When were you going to tell us?
Secrecy protected our future, Captain.
How are we supposed to help you if you won't even tell us what the problem is?
That's enough, Captain.
Captain Dralia, you're late.
The Kazon delayed me. What's the situation?
The Kabali temple is full of Vaadwaur stasis pods that they are using to reproduce.
I see. Captain Kim, no matter our personal feelings, we must follow the Prime Directive. We are not here to change the Kabali culture. We are here to protect them.
That's what I said.
We'll talk more about this in private. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
I'm sorry, Admiral, for everything. We never should have lied, but you're an outsider. And we've learned from past experience that not everyone can accept or even understand what we accept as necessary. I couldn't risk losing your support. It won't happen again. I'll give you all the information you need. The Vaadwaur will not stop, even if we return the remaining stasis spots. You know they won't. Look what they've done to the Turay. Even the Krenim have fallen. give you some time. We'll talk again when I have more information on our next move.
Before we begin, I must apologize on behalf of the Kabali people. We meant no harm in using the Vodwar. When we found the stasis pods, many of them were damaged beyond saving. We honored their fallen by using their forms to preserve our species. The Vodwar, however, do not... Our ways are difficult to understand. For some, they may be reprehensible. No matter what the Vodwar think, we cannot end this practice without dooming our species to extinction. And that we will not do. Jetanian has sent word that he needs aid. Are you willing to help him?
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help.
Your father said you needed more help.
Yes, thank you for coming. One of our bases has been overrun. That facility contained research vital to our cause. Could you go to the base, recover the data, and bring it to one of our forward command posts? One of our scientists will be there waiting for you.
I'll recover the data from the overrun Kabali base. Oh, wrong button. Ow. Okay. We got obliterated. Now who's attacking us? Really? Nice, the Kabali data. Alright.
Thank goodness you're here. You've recovered the data from our lost base? Excellent. I knew you could get the job done. Now, we need your expertise on several issues we're encountering.
Alright. So, polycrisis 2, huh?
The scientist in our camp could use your help. We are examining the bodies of fallen Vaadwaur and are encountering a type of chemical we have never seen before. We're hoping you may have the resources to identify what the chemical is.
Scans pick up a foreign chemical in the Vaadwaur's bloodstream and DNA. The chemical does not appear to enhance anything in the Vaadwaur's physiology, but there are traces of Kabali signatures in the chemical patterns. We've received the data, Captain. These are interesting. The presence of Kabali-like signatures gives me an idea. I'm going to run a quick simulation that replicates the genetic virus that the Kabali used to turn corpses into living Kabali. Ah! That's what I thought. What did you find? The Vaadwaur have injected themselves with a chemical to prevent the Kabali from turning them into, well, Kabali. It's highly experimental and somewhat volatile, but it works. If the Vaadwaur perfected it, If the Vaadwaur perfected it, managed to inject it. I think there should be like a comma there. If the Vaadwaur perfected it, managed to inject it into all the stasis pods beneath the temple, they could stop the Kabali from taking their people. Interesting. I'll take this data to the field commander.
Excellent work. We've already lost several scouts assigned to search the Vaadwaur bases for this information. Oh no! This could be devastating! The Vaadwaur intend to destroy our ability to reproduce! We need more information about this chemical.
What are you planning?
We have already lost several scouts trying to get this information. Now we need to focus our efforts on obtaining samples of this chemical. We have no scouts to spare, so you will have to take up the charge to recover chemical samples, either from dead Vaadwaur or canisters left in the field.
Are you certain your other scouts are dead?
We have reports that they may still be alive. However, we have to act fast on this new lead. If we do not strike now and gather more samples, the Vaadwaur could potentially stockpile more of these chemicals. It is a regrettable decision, but we must consider the future of our people. Our scouts knew the dangers of their mission.
was hoping that even if there aren't any anomalies, it would show me a way to go. I guess not. As I can... Nope. We have several samples that can be used for further study, Captain. While searching the bodies, I noticed some of them had pads with coordinates of an abandoned Vaadwaur base nearby. We may be able to get more information about the chemicals there. Alright, we'll head on over. There's a crashed Vaadwaur ship over there. That must not be very good for the environment.
I'm here with reinforcements. We have to form a plan of attack. I'll try to override the console. We need to get these shield generators working.
You might tardigrade it on. He's a good boy. Or girl. Or, well, actually, they probably don't have a gender.
The console is all yours. Get all the data you can.
Well, your voice changed.
Have you found anything?
Well, the console is very sparky, but I think I found something.
If that's true, then... The Vaadwaur intend to infect everyone on the planet, living and dead, with this virus. If they succeed, it could mean the extinction of the Kibali people. I'll stay here to gather more data. Recommend you inform the Kibali immediately.
Ugh. Commander, the Vaadwaur plan to spread this anti-Kibali serum to all species.
I don't even... We can't let this happen. The Vaadwaur clearly want more than this planet. They want to drive us to extinction. Please, Take this news to General Kinnell. We've repaired the transporter at this base, so you should be able to come and go as you please.
I'll go speak with the General at once. Wally City, please. Uh-oh. Mission failed. What the fuck?
The Vaadwaur plan to make all organisms immune to rebirth? They have gone far beyond what I thought they were capable of. This is no mere war. This is an attempt at genocide. I will inform the members of the Alliance at once. We may need to move battle operations forward to combat this new threat. We will need your help again soon enough. Our forward base in the hills has new information regarding the Vaadwaur's chemical attack plans. Can you meet with Hanshin Sadalor about this new intel? I imagine, given our track record, that this will not be as easy a task as it sounds.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Wait, why am I all the way over here? What? Okay, that's a bit weird. The General said you had news.
Yes, I do. The Vaadwaur have data on their project, somewhere in the hills. Our scouts attempted to recover more information, but they never made it back to base. The data should still be on them, if you can find their bodies. It is a grim task, but could you recover the data, and then search for information on the chemicals?
I'll do what I can. Crap. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Okay. Captain, I've analyzed the data and determined that it details part of the composition of the anti-Cabali chemical virus. The Vaadwaur split the data into 3 parts and hit each one in a separate base. If we could recover all 3 of them, we would have enough details on the chemical to create a counteragent. We'll cover more data then. Keep pushing 3 for some reason. Oh, what? How's everyone dead already? Oh, bloody hell. Where the hell am I? Ahead of where I was before. That's weird. Why am I all the way up here? Path. Come on.
Excellent. We've been wondering when we would hear from anyone else. And having some place the Vaadwaur haven't found yet has been extremely valuable. Unfortunately, there is still more work to be done. We have key components of the strain, but we still need one last thing before we can create an antivirus.
Your information on the Vaadwaur's anti-Cabali research has been invaluable. But in order for it to work, we need a sample of the original strain of the virus. We know that the base near us has the original strain of the virus stored, but we don't have the strength to assault it. Would you lead the charge to get the original strain?
Okay then. Well, this is going to be difficult because I don't have my team with me. They're all dead. Oh god, it's very bright. Oh god.
The base is clear. We can start the data download now.
Hello? There we go. Well, we're fine at least. Does that mean I'm infected with the virus now? Wait, do I have to do it again? Okay, good. We received the data on the chemicals, sir. Examining them now. According to our readings, the chemical you encountered is designed to reverse the Cabali's rebirth process. The virus acts within seconds, and once a Cabali is infected, there is no recovery. Interestingly enough, in some ways, this virus resembles the treatments the Doctor used to temporarily restore a Voyager crew member who was revived by the Cabali genetic virus. Do you have any idea why the Vaadwaur would develop both chemicals? According to this data, the Cabali killer chemical was meant to wipe out all Cabali on the planet. The anti-Cabali chemical would ensure that any Cabali they missed would not be able to continue their species. The Vaadwaur want to kill off the Cabali as fast and efficiently as possible. No loose ends. Can an immunization be made? Yes, but it would take some time. We will coordinate with Captain Dralia and Captain Kim's crew to do what we can. According to the data you recovered, the Vaadwaur have a large amount of the chemical stored in their main base and are planning on unleashing it on the Cabali. Your orders. Begin work on the counter-agent. I'll speak with the Cabali.
The Vaadwaur have a chemical that can instantly kill us? I don't even know how to respond anymore. I can only hope you all can come up with an immunization to it soon. I will rally our soldiers. We will need to make an all-out attack on their main base and stop the Vaadwaur before they can complete their horrible work. Speak with me again soon. Hopefully, we will be ready to begin the assault then. We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave.
Act 3. Oh boy. Three-part mission, huh? I'll accept it.
Our time to strike is now, before the Vaadwaur can deploy their main chemical payload. We would like you to be a part of the assault squad. Your first step will be to take and secure the Vaadwaur forward base in the mountains. Capture the base, and then meet with our squad in one of our hidden outposts in the mountains. They'll brief you on the next step. Move fast. We do not know when the Vaadwaur will begin releasing their chemical payload.
Well, not now, because I am pretty tired. So I'm going to stop there and continue this next time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.